How do they know what companies are in the toxic spin?
That's exactly what I'm getting ready.
Is that what you're going to ask?
Yeah, because he made this point. The point that he made was there's these companies. They excite you.
Yeah.
You see all the flash and dash.
Yeah.
10 years later, they're nowhere to be found. You can't even find the CEO. He's washing cars somewhere.
Doug, is that my future?
So he brought that point. He was being funny, but he brought that point up. And so to future investors, people that are believing in the company, how do they make sure that, like I said, that they're not falling for that? They're not falling for that guy.
Yeah. So,
I don't think you're that guy. I just want to be clear.
Oh yeah, no.
You're the man.
I assume so. Thank you.
That's all I'm gonna say. You're the man.
Thank you.
All right.
Listen, let's start with one fact.
Okay.
Business is hard.
Yeah.
Most aren't going to be around in 10 years. That's just typical business. Whether you're on the OTC or you're opening up a car wash or you're opening up a restaurant, you're opening whatever it is, right? Things change. We're already 5-6 years in, so we're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you really want to make a judgment on if there's some toxic dilution at work in a company, I would look at the statements. This is what I do. I look at the quarterlies and the annual filings, and I look for notes. Every one of those notes has the ability to be toxic.
Okay.
I'm not saying that they are. I'm just saying that if you're seeing a long series of notes, which we used to have, there is a possibility that some of them can lead to significant dilution.
Okay.
Oftentimes, remember I'm talking about how obscure or how it's difficult to find out the details on it?
Yeah.
So the statements often won't have the full details. You
Okay.
won't know. And if you ask the company, they'll either be ignored, you won't get an answer at all.
Okay.
But the notes are a sign of that. Now, I'm not saying that all notes are bad.
Okay.
I'm just saying that they can be bad. And for me, that's the first trigger where I'm like, maybe something's going on here. So that's the first thing that I look for.
Okay. Now, the other thing is, as a company grows, right, and you run into people who show interest, and they go like, you know what? They're doing a great job. People respond to when big companies mention companies like yours. So, like, for example, if Amazon said, we're going to use the product at our facilities, like, all of a sudden, everybody's a believer.
Yeah.
Why do you think people respond like that? Because to me, if you know what you own, you don't need Amazon to be the reason that all of a sudden you want to be in the stock.
Well, first of all, 3 of America's top 25, the global's top 25 companies are our customers. And if any one of those names got out, you would have what you're calling what I'll call the Amazon effect, right?
Yeah.
But we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
But I know that if we did, the stock would reflect good things. Let's talk about that for a second.
I'm glad you bring that, because people always say that. Well, why would you hide that if you're in a relationship with these amazing companies?
We're not hiding it. We're required to keep it confidential. That's what it is.
Okay.
But there's a positive to that, believe it or not.
Okay.
The positive is that, let's say everyone finds, hey, they're working with XYZ, and everyone's like, oh my goodness, that's the biggest thing ever, blah, 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 right? And the hype goes. What I don't like, and I can't control, but I don't like it, is everybody comes into the stock, and the stock goes up, okay? And eventually, because it's built on hype, my expectation is going to come down.
Right.
What happens when it comes down? People get hurt. And then they got to wait 2 or 3 years, maybe, for it to come back up again.
Yeah.
I would rather steady growth based on facts and fundamentals. That's how I want AITX to grow.
Okay.
And it's difficult for some OTC guys because they're like, man, I just bought it on October the 10th. Why aren't I a millionaire? It's October the 12th.